it to short leg, or they got out hooking. It was, well, to be honest with you, well, let's have a look at them. I mean, that kick was a bit low, but we all knew that was happening on the pitch. And as to Cook, his horrors continue. And Ali had no answer to that. Good, well-directed short ball. Pryor, he went round the wicket, hooked it, found the man at deep wicket. Good catch. Ben Stokes, well, what can you say? Nothing much I can say. The lads are having a horrible time at the moment. Joe Root went to paddle it round, picked out the man at deep backward square.
I mean, the amazing thing is India were just trying to bowl that short ball theory just to get through to the new ball, and you know, we were all wondering whether it was the right option on their part, and England just fell for the trap so blatantly. But having said that, you know, he ran in it. He's really revelled in being the kind of leader of the attack, Ishant Sharma. He's the most experienced bowler in their attack, and as you said, Beefy, he's reacted well to different conditions as the game went on.
Okay, so we better explain, because we had a real go at Liam Plunkett in the first innings of the game. And okay, I mean, I know the answer. You know, different conditions, different time of the match, but explain why the same tactics then were blatantly wrong, and these tactics this afternoon were very, very right.
Well, very simple. Kumar bowled line and length, and so did the other Indian bowlers in the first innings. As they saw that was happening, they were getting assistance by bowling line and length. Then, with the older ball, the uneven bounce, Ishant Sharma, he bowled full last night, as he said he was trying to get the ball to reverse, as he said in the interview. Today, he realised that it wasn't quite going. How long they would have gone with that if England had just ducked and swayed that tactic, I don't know. I don't think they'd have gone very long with it. And then they would have taken the new ball and tried to bowl properly, you know, line and length. But England fell into the trap, and it was a procession.
Well, if we look at it, I mean, just stick on that theme for a moment. Look at it. I mean, Roots, for instance, just take them in any order. Root had played a couple of very good pull shots and hook shots, and had seemed to got into the rhythm of playing it, and he was only just paddling it round. Pryor's the interesting one for me, because he's kind of damned either way, in the sense that we've been talking about him getting stuck against the short ball, and in fact people this morning were saying he's better off taking it on. So he takes it on, smacks it hard, gets caught on the boundary.
Yeah, but I think the difference there is, when I saw Pryor taking it on, I thought that's the right way for him to go. They've got 3 men out there. All you do is you just knock it down there for one and get off strike. And that's what England were doing for a while. They were going single, 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 single. But then India came round the wicket to Matt Pryor and created more angle, and he went for the big shot rather than just knocking it on his head. So it was a fault in Matt Pryor's thinking there, I think, and that opened the door for India. And once the door was open, they pushed their way through it. It was an outstanding period of play from their point of view, but England will be bitterly disappointed because it was such an obvious plan, you know, and so poor to fall into that trap at that time of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to take the point. I mean, it's one of those things, when it all goes horribly wrong so quickly, I mean, it was almost as if every shot brought the wicket every year. There were hardly any in between going for 4 at that stage. So it was relentless from that point of view.
But so the irony of it all, David, is that we've talked all along about the Sri Lankan batsmen being dodgy against the short ball, the Indian batsmen being dodgy against the short ball. It's actually been the England batsmen that have struggled all the way through this summer against the short ball.
I was going to ask you that, because India, over the years, I mean, okay, they've had some brilliant batsmen in the previous generation, but there's been, even with the most brilliant of their batsmen, sometimes there were allegations. I'm not talking about Tendulkar and Dravid as such, but 1 or 2 others. They were always alleged to be poor against the short ball. If they came to England, if they went to Australia, played on bouncy pitches, you know, it was a different ballgame. Played in India, no problem. They rattle up 600 every time, it seemed. But now that balance has changed.
Very much so. They've outgunned England. It's as simple as that. They've had more passion in their play. They've wanted it more. And they adapted better than we did. It's very simple, and it's not rocket science. England have a long look at themselves in the mirror, and I think there's got to be some changes.
Well, okay. Leads me on to an obvious topic. I mean, a lot of speculation throughout this game about Alistair Cook, because obviously the form of the bat is not good. He's just lost a game. This, to me, was going to be the summer where he could either establish himself as England's captain by showing authority and winning games and making runs, or it could go wrong.
Yeah, and so far it's gone wrong. You know, no doubt about that. The way he's battered, the way England have played, it's gone entirely in a different direction to the way that him and the selectors and Paul Downton would have envisaged at the start of the summer. I mean, England find themselves in a bit of a quandary at the moment. I still don't think the ECB will want to sack him right at the moment. I think they'll still look at what's the best case scenario, and that is that he gets runs and England win the series. But from his own point of